Good afternoon and welcome to another edition of Now You Know Sports. Ready today, along my broadcast partner Enrique Pang, our camera operator DeAndre Daniel is here today as we give you all the sights and sounds on Now You Know Sports. We got District 36A baseball. The visiting United South Panthers, coached by Maral, will come in and try and get a game here as the series turns to a two-game series that both teams needed. The reason they need it, Eagle Pass needs these two games to stay ahead, two games in district play to that second spot in District 36A. For Marigal and the United South Panthers, they need these two games in order to take control of that third and fourth seed because they do have United and United South. United South has LBJ next week. So you also have United that has Alexander. So again, you need to make sure that you get at least one of the two this week, Tuesday night here or Tuesday night at the Student Activity Center in Laredo, as we got the announcing of both teams. And we're going to go ahead and give you the starting lineup for the Panthers as they are on the field, or they're coming on the field. Leading off for the Panthers tonight is Oscar Rodriguez. He's the right fielder hitting leadoff. Ramon Martinez, who is a pitcher that might pitch on Friday or Thursday, because Friday is Good Friday, so they won't play Friday. They'll play Thursday. So it's a Thursday this week. Ramon Martinez is playing center field. JP Briseño, the junior, is on the mound for the South Panthers. Alex Galvan hitting fourth and playing catcher. Andrew Garza is playing first base, hitting fifth. Ivan Sainz is the shortstop for Marigal and the United South Panthers. He'll be hitting sixth. The seventh batter in the lineup is Samuel Martinez, and he'll be playing third base. The DH for Manuel Benavides, the left fielder, the DH is Luis Gonzalez, and the second baseman, Jerry Alvarez, And that's your lineup for the United South Panthers. For the Eagle Pass Eagles, who are on the field. And this is the way they line up. In left field is going to be Pepe Hernandez. In right is going to be Alex Martinez. In center is Mikey Kiporos. Over at third is Alex Ruiz. Over at shortstop is, of course, DJ Aranda. At second base is Ethan Rodriguez. At first base is Caleb Salinas. At catcher is Christian Damasi. And on the mound is the young man, Mr. Jay Hawkins, who had a brilliant start last Tuesday against United, going 5 innings as we have the playing of their national anthem. That, my friend, is play ball as we get the home plate umpire getting we're at the Lynn Purcell Student Activity Center, and we're playing at the Polo Moncada Baseball Stadium. So yeah, there's this complex has two names. Of course, the complex, the EPI is the Student Activity Center, is the Lynn Purcell Student Activity Center, and of course, we're on the Polo Moncada Baseball Stadium here. With 320 to left field, 320 to right field, dead center 385, with a about 15 to 20 foot fence in the power gap, from power gap to power gap. It is partly cloudy, sunny, little windy, breezy, with a chance of baseball. And that's your weather forecast, brought to you by Tacos Los Compadres at 256 North Pierce Street in Eagle Pass, Texas. As we take it to our broadcast partner, Mr. Enrique Pang, what do you got to say, man?
All right, so really excited to see this matchup, man. Really excited. This game means a lot to both squads, and we know that. We'll be explaining that as we go through. But I'm excited because there's a lot of hype behind the United South team. It's not often that you mention that United South is up in the running for the top of the standings in a lot of sports, but recently they've been making some noise, and I'm talking about heavy noise, surpassing even their usually their top opponent, which is United, right? So they've gone up there now. Coach Madrigal is coming in here. He needs to win. These guys need to win. One thing that I'm noticing from these kids from the time that they took their field to right now, but right before the game, they're locked in. They understand what they need to do. They need to win. Eagle Pass needs to win. A split works for Eagle Pass, but a win for United South also works, right? Splitting it. Now, some of the stats, you're not going to see their ace tonight. That's unfortunate because there's a lot of hype around Roman Martinez Jr., who's got 60 strikeouts on him. But Juan Briseño, who's playing today, who will be the pitcher, he's got 34 strikeouts, so he's doing his job as well. You got Roman Martinez, who does have the home runs. He leads the team with home runs, too. So this team can crack the bat, okay? Briseño doing it in the RBIs. He's got 16. Both these guys, Roman Martinez and Juan Briseño, they're the sluggers for the team, and they're the pitchers. So that says something there, right? They will steal on you, just like we saw United South softball. They will steal on you the chance that they get. They're coming in the district ranked third, right behind the Eagles at 4-4, and an overall 19-8. But again, I cannot stress this enough. It's a must win for both teams, right? Whether you win today or win Friday, but it's a double edged, so you're playing each other twice.
Yeah. As we get the young man on the bump, we got to talk to Coach about the Jay Hawkins about his outing on Tuesday. We also had something else to talk about, but we'll get you caught up on that stuff. And that's early 3-0, 3 balls, no strikes on the leadoff hitter Rodriguez. As we talked about his composure and what he brings to the table. Right now he's 3-0 on this first batter. And he comes right back, strike one.
Yep. And this hitter's count, this hitter's count is brought to you by
Valdez Tire Record Service.
Yeah. So it's important to get on base.
And catches that outside corner for strike two. Now runs the count full, 3 balls, 2 strikes on the hitter. 7 o'clock start. Right on the dot.
Punctual umpiring today.
That one fouled off. That's the Lima Charlie car wash.
Foul ball.
I know we're on the road on Thursday, and then we're back here on Saturday for a matinee. That's going to be a big game also.
For sure.
That one swinging.
It's a towering foul ball down the left side. That makes the count. That keeps the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. He's battling, and they're both the pitcher and the batter battling. But it's important. Whichever team's going to win's got to set the precedence first.
3-2.
Right?
That one inside, and the second baseman Rodriguez charges it, flips it with the glove out at first. Nice flip there by Rodriguez, the second baseman. 4-3 put out for out number 1, and Rodriguez is retired.
Yeah. Nice play. Nice play by Ethan Rodriguez. As you see, coming up to bat, number 21, Roman Martinez.
Yeah, Roman Martinez, the junior. So both Roman and Briseño are both juniors, so they're going to be contending again next year.
It's going to be your headache for next year.
Yeah, for next year as well.
With more experience, that makes it even worse.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. But then you have the Eagle Pass Eagles that has a lot of these freshmen,
and
just like Jay Hawkins. That again in sophomores,
be terrorizing you for the next
3 or 4 years, man. So again, it's one of those things where you got both these squads that have some players down the pipeline. 1 ball, 1 strike on Martinez.
Yep, 1-1-1. Yeah, so this guy can hit and he can also pitch. But I'm guessing they're going to try to. Each squad is going to try to win at home, which is big. You have to. But if you can steal an away game, why not?
That one ripped into the gap between the shortstop and the third baseman, and he gets a single to left field. Martinez.
My crystal ball doesn't lie.
Yeah.
I'm telling you what I see and what I know. And there you go. JP Briseño, another slugger for the South Panthers.
So you got him. You got them 2 and 3. So 1 out, runner at first is Martinez. Briseño, the pitcher, is coming into the batter's box. He's a righty. Jaques checks the runner, and Ospeed gets in for a strike. I guess between the innings or one, we'll talk. We'll get what Coach Madrigal said about this game.
For sure. And distressing.
Runner goes. Demasi, no chance there to even throw down. 1 ball, 1 strike. Briseño takes the base, stolen base for Martinez. Excuse me.
Yeah, well, there you go. And I told you that they were going to steal. These guys are going to run, and that's going to go a long way going to the playoffs for both teams. But you got to be at this late in the season. You have to have that as part of your.
Well, and we talked to Coach Mendoza before the game too, and we did talk about them, and that one blooped, and the first baseman Salinas, who is in the top 5.
Yes,
and he's a student athlete.
Yes, a complete student athlete, right?
Yeah.
The true definition of a student athlete.
And he's going to the University of Texas, I believe. That's where so. He's not gonna go play baseball at UT, but he's gonna go study.
He's gonna go pro in something, though.
Exactly.
He's gonna go pro in something. But yes, a big congratulations to him. Right? Not a fan of UT, but I know it's a good school. It's a great school for everything.
Fan of UT.
Yeah, a lot of people are, but I'm not. It's good. I could have gone there, but did not. Added the essay behind it.
Yeah,
it's a nice grab. Then now there's 2 outs on the board.
Yeah, 2 outs for Alex Galvan.
Advantage Eagles,
who is the catcher tonight for the United South Panthers. Ball 1. Comes set, the pitch, that one right down the pipe. That was kind of belt high strike. So right back.
Hey, but I had a chance to speak to your buddy there, the umpire, as he was coming out of the dressing room earlier.
Yeah.
And he was like, people have the misconception of the lines. It's the plate.
Yep.
And I said,
it is the plate. They don't know.
But we don't see it. We don't see it from here. No, I guess nobody really sees it unless you're on the side.
Well, not even that, because again, that one right up the middle and around third. Gonna bring him home. Quipuros all the way home. He is out at home. What a throw by Quipuros to Demasi for the 3rd out. And the third base coach for United South, as soon as the ball was hit, he was like, let's go, let's go, let's go. Bring him in.
Exactly.
And he is gunned down 8-2 for out number 3. And that retires the United South Panthers here in the top half of the first. No runs, 1 hit, or 2 hits, excuse me, no errors, and no one left on base. So, hey, pretty quick. There you go. And this is what Coach Madrigal had to say about tonight's game. Now you know sports. Coach Madrigal, the United South Panthers coach. You're 4-4 coming into tonight's contest with Eagle Pass. Big series this week, Tuesday and Thursday. Yeah, because there's no Friday because of Good Friday. But what do you expect from this game? And what did you guys talk about on the trip over to Eagle Pass?
We just got to go back to our basics. We've been struggling to score runs. We haven't gotten that clutch hit, and obviously when good pitching comes around, and then that's what you expect. Low scoring games. We've been involved in the whole district. Our whole season has been low scoring, but it's because of the good pitching that we have in our district. And hopefully today we can ride our one of our guys pitching at the JP Briseño, and hopefully we can score some runs for him, because like I said, our scoring has been to a minimum, and it just comes down to clutch hitting. And hopefully today that luck changes and we can put something on the board.
Coach, as you mentioned, you've been in close games, and knowing that you have, of course, Medina Valley, you have right now Alexander at the top, you have Eagle Pass sitting at second, only 2 games, as far as them being at 6-2, you being at 4-4. This can change a lot within the series, but you're looking at maybe punching your ticket here in the next 2 weeks.
That is correct. We're here to, play the best baseball we can play, and we can only take care of what we can take care of. What happens outside of this field today, on Thursday, that's going to take care of itself. But, our job is to get one. We always tell the boys, try to get one out of the two, and if we can get two, plus even better. But, our goal is to get either this one or Thursday, and we're going to play hard, and then hopefully, tonight's the one we get. If not, we'll go back to the drawing board and try to get it on Thursday.
It's Coach Benegal of the United South Panthers. You're watching Now You Know Sports. Now you know.
Now, I told you this. This is what it is. This is how it plays out. And I'm glad he understands it, because if he understands it, the players are going to understand it. That's what's going to preach and teach, right? Now, the thing that I'm going to say, though, you got a 1 day's rest before Thursday, right? That's going to be critical in the pitching, in the hitting, and everything, getting that win. It's very important. Now, just to highlight that, I'll give you some scores. When they play Harlan, San Antonio Harlan, they won 5-4.
Yeah.
They played United twice, and they beat them 8-3, 7-1. Now, with Alexander, they lost 3-2. But, I mean, they're close games because of the pitching and defense.
Yeah. And again, that's we heard it from him. Strike one to Pepe Hernandez.
As the second pitch is called ball as it hits the turf. That's now 1 ball, 1 strike. Check that. 2 balls, 1 strike. Pitch way outside. So I guess somebody's messing with the scoreboard, but the correct count is 2 balls, 1 strike. Strike. Now it evens up 2 balls, 2 strikes.
On Pepe Hernandez. Sorry about that.
But now he's back in the lineup.
Yeah, he was out. Well, again, I think that injury in track. Briseño misses outside ball 3. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. So now we see some changes in the lineup.
For sure. Yeah.
For Eagle Pass. As far as now Alex Reese, the third baseman, that one into left field for out number 1. He flies out to left for the first out. Alex Reese is now hitting 4th. And DJ Aranda is batting 9th.
Okay.
So DJ Aranda was batting 1st or 2nd. Now he's in the lineup. So the DH, Adrian Rodriguez.
Yeah, so maybe throwing some a little curveball there to the different series, right? So they won't get so used to saying, well, we see this player doing this, and this is how we're going to approach their top of the lineup and bottom of the lineup. Now you got hitters in all spots.
Yeah, and again, as you go through your season and whatnot, and you go through your different parts of the season, because you have your scrimmages and you have swing and miss, strike 1 on Rodriguez, and then you have your tournament schedule, and then you have your district season. Well, so obviously you kind of put where you think the guys are gonna come up big for you as far as in the lineup. And of course we talked to Coach. That one misses outside. We talked to Coach Mendoza, and we'll get that for you here in between the inning.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm excited. One of the reasons that I'm excited to watch this game is because it's going to come down to coaching as well.
Yeah,
that's going to make a big difference.
That one, foul ball.
Just foul. Just foul. I thought that ball just cleared the base, but I guess not. Not from my angle I saw it, but the umpire is the umpire because he's got the better angle.
Yeah, well, he's riding down the line. So again,
yeah.
So that's just foul. So 1 ball, 2 strikes on Rodriguez, the number 2 hitter.
And then I know the news, Laredo news, different sports news and regular news, they were hyping up these pitchers from South. I mean, I don't doubt that they're good, but I wanted to see them in person for myself.
Yeah.
To see, okay, I hear the hype. Now let me see what it's all about.
Yeah. Briseño misses outside. Check the swing. Leading go.
It's no go. So now the count should be even. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And he has that delivery that he has. It's over the top. 3-2 count on Rodriguez.
And
that one to the shortstop. Signs over to first to Garza for out number 2.
Yep.
6-3 put out for out number 2. That brings Alex Mayen, the right fielder.
So a couple of things that I'm noting here. The breeze is it's there. It's been a steady breeze, man. I feel like I live in Corpus Christi now. Not Chicago, but Corpus Christi, because it's always breezy like this.
Yeah.
Right? It's gonna be favor Eagles because these guys are not gonna be able to get it out of the park today. I mean, if they catch a good one. So that's going to be one thing there.
Well, when talking to Coach Mendoza before the game, he did mention he doesn't have, power hitters as opposed to, years past.
Yeah.
And it's the small things that they're going to do that they've done well, as far as bunning people over.
Runs.
Yeah, generate runs. In other words, manufacturing those runs.
Yeah, you need to. That's what I'm saying. It's going to come down. It's a chess game between the coaches.
As Mayen sees strike 2.
Right, too.
So
and one of the things you noted was the release of the pitcher.
Yeah,
that's interesting because I spoke to the umpire about that. It's if you have taller pitchers, smaller pitchers, where they release the ball from, that makes a big difference in how they pitch or how effective.
That one right up the middle, and Briseño flips over to Garza for out number 3. A quick 1-2-3 inning for the Panthers, and that retires the Eagles. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base.
Yeah, what more can you ask for from your pitcher?
Yeah.
Giving you those a quick inning like that, not too many pitches wasted, being effective, and then the infield, right? It's like what they say in Spanish, right? Hay cuadro.
Mm-hmm.
When people say that, and we go, what does that mean? You have an infield, man. Let them hit. We'll get you the outs.
Yeah,
right.
That's exactly what that means and what they're looking for. So again, both teams are counting on their pitchers to throw strikes to get the out. So this is what Coach had to say, and we'll give you a kind of a quick tidbit. Today, Now You Know Sports with Coach Reynald Mendoza. Coach, big series last week. 2 games against United. 1 here, and then, of course, the 2-1 victory over in Laredo. Now you got United South and Coach Maral. You know that he's bringing his 2 aces this week, Briseño and, of course, Martinez. What did you guys talk about after those 2 wins last week and coming into this week?
Well, we know that we have to win games to stay in second place and lock in a playoff spot. Our guys have been training hard, and we've been working hard at practice and taking a lot of swings, make sure we're ready for these pitchers that are coming out from United South. They got 2 really good arms. They're very competitive pitchers, and they're difference makers.
Coach, last week at the Tuesday night's game, you guys had the game kind of handily as far as you had some clutch hitting from people. David Hernandez came in, the freshman at second base. You had some other guys come in clutch. Running bases, Coach, has been one of your strong suits this year as far as, putting pressure on the defense and putting the bunt down, playing small ball. Is that something that you want to create more, going into this series and next series?
Well, it's definitely something that's who we are. Our team is built on doing the little things right, and if we do the little things right, then good things are going to happen for us. But we don't have to have power.
All right, so you got number 9, Andrew Garza, the first baseman, leading off for the Panthers. Takes the first pitch. First strike. 0-1 the count. Called strike 2. So, yeah, Coach Mendoza there, you guys heard, he's keen on the importance of getting hits, manufacturing runs. It's going to be a really close game because of the pitching on both sides, as we see today with Jay Hawkins. Has called strike 3. That'd be good for out number one. Great pitching by Hawkins. Got his first K of the day.
So sorry about that. We had a little technical difficulties with the camera.
Yeah.
Sorry
We
about
got
that.
the K watch. That's K number one.
K
for
number one.
Hawkins. Yeah.
So we're in the top half.
You went after him. Just 1, 2, 3. He ended up the first inning with 17 pitches. So now you got 20, 21.
Was it looking or was it?
Yeah.
I wasn't.
Yep. Just called looking.
So Signs here comes the bat. Ivan Signs. Sorry about it, guys. The camera kind of went.
I'm telling you, he's going after them. Called strike 2.
So no balls, 2 strikes.
And I like that because that just shows that this pitcher's got confidence.
Well, again, it shows the maturity in this kid, and again, we kind of stopped the interview with Coach, but we'll get the rest of the interview and what he talked about, because some of these kids that are playing, they've been playing high IQ baseball since they were young. With travel baseball and whatnot. So they've been in those certain situations. That one to the second baseman, Rodriguez over to first.
I'll be 2 out
for out number 2. That's a 4-3 put out for the second out. So understanding that, and most of these kids from Laredo also, the Laredo schools also have high IQ baseball, because some of these guys also play year-round baseball with travel baseball. They go to Corpus, they go to San Antonio, they go to Houston, they go everywhere to play baseball, and it's a year-round thing. So understanding that you have these kids that are now, when they come into to play high school sports, they're more mature in what they're doing.
Yes. And so that's one of the things that I don't know if parents understand it, because a lot of times parents that have their kids in travel ball, they'll say, well, my son plays in so and so, and that's great, but the thing that you want, it's not trophies and then accolades. What you want is the experience, because that's going to go a long way. Your kid could have won many championships, but if he doesn't come out here and he can't do it for the high school or do it for a college later on,
one lifted into center field and Kiporos will camp under it. And just like that, 1, 2, 3 for the United South Panthers. And for the Eagle Pass Eagles, Jay Hawkins has a quick 1, 2, 3 inning as he retires Garza, Sainz, and Martinez in order. As we go to the bottom half of the second inning, still scoreless. And we'll have the rest of the interview here from Coach Mendoza and him talking about his team.
We have guys that hit the ball hard. We try to hit the ball when it's pitched. We try to work out counts, and we got to execute in the runs. We got to execute bunts. We got to be able to manufacture runs so we can put runs on the board.
Quick side note, Coach, I know you're a proud dad. Of course, you got your sons playing at UIW. Ray Mendoza, we got to see him in his high school years, but now, of course, he played at U of H, and then he transferred to UIW. Of course, Edward also at UIW. He was at Texas State. For him to be, the home run king in D1, as far as hitting those 25 home runs, and the season's still going, and how comfortable is he at UIW, and what can you say about his game, Coach?
Well, the biggest, most important thing is that he's been through a lot of adversity. He started off at U of H, as a freshman, and won the starting position. Then COVID hit, and then he played in the fall with the Round Rock Express. And then he came back in the fall of his freshman year, because it was a COVID year, and he broke his leg, and that was a catastrophic injury that we all thought, he'll never play baseball again. It's a major surgery that put a rod in his leg, and we thought his career was over, but he did a great job of going through therapy and rehabbing it and strengthening it. And then, it was a huge blessing that Coach Schatzberger, who recruited Ray to go to U of H, became the head coach at Incarnate Word. And Ray got into the transfer portal, and Coach Schatzberger picked him up right away. And it was just a total blessing, in the fact that Ray was able to get his degree at U of H. And now he's working on his master's there at Incarnate Word. This is his last season, and for him to have the individual accomplishment of, breaking the record for the most home runs in the D1 era for Incarnate Word, we didn't even know that was a thing for him is to reach.
Yeah.
But it's been a blessing and it's been enjoyable. So now every home run he hits, it's a record breaker.
It's a record
so
breaker.
we're proud of him. Proud of all our kids and especially proud that he comes out of Eagle baseball.
Coach, quick last question. Jay Hawkins, man, the freshman had ice in his veins last week on Tuesday night's game. How big was it to see such a young man, kind of get the mound and do what he did against United and give you 5 good innings?
Well, we've known all along that a lot of these freshmen have ice in their veins. They all play competitive baseball. They're on competitive travel teams. So coming into this, we knew that the experience was there, the exposure was there. We just wanted to see how they would be able to handle what we do here at Eagle Pass High School. And so far, he's proven to be an outstanding individual, and more or less what we expected. But at the same time, it's also a great feeling to see him actually blossom into what he's doing. Hopefully tonight he does another outstanding outing, which I know he will because he's prepared for it. He prepares very well. He works hard. Coach Villa does an excellent job of controlling our pitchers and working with them and getting them all ready. So it speaks volumes of what Coach Villa does for our pitchers. And our strongest point in our team right now is our pitching. And as long as these guys keep throwing strikes, give us a chance to make plays behind them, then good things are going to happen for us.
That's Coach Mendoza of your Eagle Pass Eagles. You're watching Now You Know Sports. Now you know.
Correct. If I had not known the team, I got the rundown right there. But we've been watching it, so we know. But now the public knows. As we saw that strikeout there by Alex Reese, right? Putting one out on the board. And now
Alex had a 2-2 count, and he saw that that ball for a call strike 3. Want to thank our great advertisers. Nevada's Law Group, 780 East Rio Grande Street, 776-7003. Don't forget, guys, that we are taking advertisers for the playoffs. We got some playoffs coming up for baseball and softball. So make sure you get on your business on as Caleb Salinas, the first baseman senior, fouls the first one off.
Yeah, get on the Playoff Express.
Yes, get on the Playoff Express, exactly, so you can get your business out in supporting both schools. And again, we don't stop because we got May, and then we got June. We got some stuff going on in June. Of course, we got the Dos Amigos clinic, football clinic that we're going to be covering. A lot of great coaches coming down for that one, for those Dos Amigos. We got July is when most of volleyball starts. So we got to get those kind of coordinated, and then again we're off and running again with volleyball.
Don't remind
football.
me. Let me enjoy my summer first, man. I just finished a half day of testing, man. You're already talking about the next school year.
That one to the shortstop, signs over to first to Garza for out number 2.
Yeah.
The 6-3 put out for the second out. Well, and I'm sorry that I have to be such a Debbie Downer, but you gotta understand with school sports, it's it doesn't stop, man.
I have not even put on my flip flops for summer, man, and you're already talking about, hey, well, we're going again.
You don't think it was good? No.
I really was excited there. He kind of distracted the pitcher, so he just threw it off.
Oh man.
So yeah, one of the things I like about Eagle Pass today in this game, they are making contact with the ball. So it's not about not hitting the pitcher. They're hitting it, but they're also fielding. So again, we're gonna see a tight race all the way through the stretch, man. We've seen 2 innings, and the pitching has been excellent by both pitchers. As you see, a called strike. That was 1 ball, 1 strike. The count for Quipuros.
So 1-1 count, 2 outs. Quipuros.
Oh,
that one inside. The senior kind of shrugs it off.
And sir, we have our first blackjack. 21 count. Thank you. We got our own drummer here.
Yes.
Counts now 3 balls, 1 strike. And this hitter's count is brought to you by
Chocha's Barbecue and Board, 1995 North Vernon's Boulevard. Make sure you call them up.
for all your Easter stuff, right?
Yeah, the Easter. They got an Easter package.
If you don't want to cook, let Chocha do the cooking for you.
Yeah, man. Today was pork rib guisado. It was freaking amazing, bro.
Yeah, I can imagine. I wish I would have known so I could have gone. Wow. I mean, yeah.
Tuesday through Saturday from 11 to sold out. 3-2 pitch. Yeah, it was good. I got to go eat. That one lifted foul right side.
Off to the highway. Actually in the dugout.
And that's the Valdez Tire Record Service.
Foul ball. Yeah. Yep.
No, we still have Tacos Los Compadres, so they're open from 5 to midnight. So if you guys want to munch on some beefsteak lonches or some beefsteak tacos, well, Tacos Los Compadres is open till midnight. So after the game, you can drive up there to 256 North Pierce Street and get yourself some tacos.
Sure.
They got it's half a dozen for like that one, strike 3 on the outside corner.
Yeah, today Briseño is hitting his spots as usual, right?
Yeah.
But this is the first time they meet each other, and so they're learning. The only thing is, again, this is part of the coaching aspect that goes in there, right? We're pitching Briseño today, and then guess what? You're gonna see my ace on Thursday. So I mean, don't get used to this guy because you'll be like, oh, he pitches Thursday. Nope. You'll see my ace on Thursday.
Yeah,
so.
No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. That completes 2 from the Polo Moncada Baseball Stadium here in the Lynn Purcell Student Activity Center. As we're scored at 0-0, we go to the bottom half, and we want to thank Lima Charlie Car Wash. They're located at 679 Medina Street. If you want to wash your car and you want to lather it up, with the brush and make sure you get all the stuff off, Lima Charlie Car Wash, the best water pressure in town, corner of Ferry and Medina. Also, don't forget, this weekend is the hottest foodie park in town here in Eagle Pass. Go to De Los Santos Foodie Park at 3055 Dorio Boulevard. It's a BYOB, no glass bottles. But you can go by there. There's plenty of food trucks there, man. You can get your
the last post that I put on there.
Yeah, which one?
The last post of my tacos were from there.
Really?
Now, and the cool thing is, some of these guys do DoorDash.
Oh, they do.
So
yeah, that's right.
I mean, you don't have to go to the park if you don't want to. Just get it ordered and they'll send it to your house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But why wouldn't you not go?
Well, I mean, if you're busy doing other stuff, which have half a million things to do, right? So I'm like, why not? While you're doing something else, let it get ordered and and then they'll send it to your house. It's the same deal.
All I know is I want to go get my stuff, man.
Well, yeah, I mean, or you can send somebody to go get it.
Right.
I just send the DoorDash people. There you go. So you got number 12, Luis Gonzalez, the DH.
Yeah, the DH, Luis
Lefty.
Gonzalez. We're in the top half of the third.
And he's a DH, so you can hit.
Yeah, Luis Gonzalez, the DH. He's DHing for Benavides, the left fielder.
Yeah, so it'll be a coaching duel today, a pitching duel, and a hitting duel. You're seeing 3 aspects of the game today. Who's going to falter and what? Called strike 1. Now you have 1 ball, 1 strike for Gonzalez.
We're going to see a pitching duel tonight?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yep. See, called strike 2 at 1 ball, 2 strikes. I'm telling you, you have a lot of people tonight watching.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's one of those games that swing and a miss. Strike 3 is Gonzalez goes down swinging for out number 1.
And strikeout number
2.
2 for Hawkins. We're on the K Watch.
Yeah, Jerry Alvarez. So the last game that we saw from Eagle Pass was against United, which was a 10-2 game, right? And that game that we saw was, of course, that big inning in the 4th where they scored 6 runs to make it 7.
Yep.
And then in the 5th, they added one more in the 5th. So,
they were late bloomers.
yeah.
And well, you go. Foul
But
ball.
and we talked about it and giving Jay Hawkins the pitcher the game ball because of course him coming in as a freshman and getting a shutout,
Yeah.
a 3-hit shutout, nonetheless, you know, he says a lot about him. That one lifted right side, and that one is gonna find the bleachers.
So these past 2 foul balls have been brought to you by.
Valdez Tire Record Service
Yeah.
and Midas Backhoe Services, Septic and Solutions.
Yeah. I'm
You
telling
need some septic consulting services? Call for a quote 325-0092. If you find yourself in a predicament,
Yeah.
a septic predicament, 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Try to go upstairs ball on Alvarez. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. We even out the count. So, like I mentioned, Thursday we're on the road, and then Friday we're back here. Strike 3 is Alvarez looks at that one, and as we call that one, you got caught with your hand in the
Cookie jar. Yep. So that is strikeout number 3 for Hawkins. And every time he gets one or gets a batter, I mean, his confidence just grows. I mean, and then, yes, we talked about last game, but last game is last game. And
Yeah.
it's great that he did it. I know he can do that and more. So let's see what he does today. Today's three strikeouts through 3 innings, and that's great. See what he ends up at the end of the game with.
that one bunted. Hawkins comes to get the ball and over to first. He's out at first.
Yep.
And a 1-2-3 inning as he gets Rodriguez.
Yeah, doing it all himself. Got 2 strikeouts and a put out, throw out. Right,
Fielding his position. 1-3 put out route number 3. And that retires the United South Panthers here in the top half of the 3rd. Still scoreless from the Polo Moncada Baseball Stadium. Tomas Mares says, let's go Eagles. That's right. Make sure you guys call him up.
Yeah.
That's Mares Backhoe Services and Septic Solutions. Installation of septic systems, drain field repairs, septic consulting services. Call for a quote 830-325-0092.
So that's who it is.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
I knew about Mares Backhoe, but that's what. Andale.
There you go.
Hey, well, see that he should have commented more, so we would have seen more stuff. Like now, I know what you're talking about.
Now you know.
I didn't know, but now
you know.
Yeah, you know the thing that that's one thing that if I say anything that worries me about the Eagles, the way they play is waiting to not necessarily wait, but they are late bloomers when it comes to hitting, right? And going into playoffs, regardless of what it is. And I had a conversation with Willie Reese earlier today. And he was talking about it. He goes, yes, I'm gonna be watching the game tonight. I was like, okay, cool. Now, one of the things he mentioned too. He goes, well, you're going to end up playing regardless of what seed you're at, 2, 3, 4, even if you come in at a 4th place, even if you come in at a number 1 seed and you're going to play the number 4 team playing in the San Antonio region, you know that team's only number 4 because of the district that they play in. They could very well be ranked number 1 in any other district. Correct. So, I mean, it's tough. And that's what I'm saying. When you're trying to prepare and get, you're looking beyond the first round. We're no longer saying, hey, we're just happy to be here. No. You're trying to get wins in the first and then possibly second and so forth and so on. It's getting hits early and not leaving runners on base. You got a runner on second. The stop is at 3rd. That's what I'm going to say. That's going to be my little motto. The stop is at 3rd. And even then, home is the goal.
Yeah, of course. So now Christian Damasi leading off here in the bottom of the 3rd. Still scoreless. Ethan Rodriguez will be in the on-deck circle, and then DJ Aranda. So that's the first 3 batters for Eagle Pass here.
Be a called strike 1.
In the 3rd.
Mr. Rosas over in the other side of the wall, he sent over the setting telling us that he's got 38 pitches for Hawkins. 38 pitches through 3 innings.
That's not bad. That's 10. That's averaging 10 pitches an inning.
Yep.
Still scoreless 0-0.
My friend, is what you call efficiency.
Yes, very efficient. 2 strikes on Demasi, no balls.
You've seen those washers and dryers that have the
If-
energy
yeah,
efficient.
Th-
That's
that
a little
one lifted into right field, shallow right field. The right fielder comes in and into the glove of Rodriguez for out number 1.
Yeah. So we're gonna stick
So-
one of those little tags on Hawkins.
On
Like you,
Hawkins.
sir, you're the efficient player of the game.
So Ethan Rodriguez.
Yeah, we hadn't seen him. We didn't see him last game.
No, we didn't.
Rodriguez, so he's back.
And strike 1 on the outside corner.
Called strike. But you saw that right now with South when their last at bat, they had a bunt attempt.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're throwing wrenches here and left and right. They're just trying to catch you with something, right? And it's interesting. It's interesting. I know Eagle Pass is bound to do that. Especially they're known to do that, especially like 4th, 5th inning.
Mm-hmm.
If the score's still 1-1, 0-0, oh, they're going to be bunting. You know that.
Yeah.
So you got to be ready to field. Right?
So 2 balls, 1 strike on Rodriguez.
Now the advantage to that too is also it's later in the game. So if the team is tired,
Mm-hmm.
well, if you don't have your legs under you and you're tired, we might get runs. Or
Yeah.
we might end up
That one lined second baseman Alvarez gets to the ball over to Garza for out number 2. So 4-3 put out. As you say, throw strikes, put it in play. The defense will work for you.
You like that Freddie Freeman over in first base? That was the Freddie Freeman. That was the Freddie Freeman. We saw one last time, but that's when the coach challenged it against South with the girls too. But I didn't call it.
Here you go again.
That's what it is. It's a thing now.
Okay.
The Freddie Freeman,
Okay.
not the Freddie Heredia. That's
No,
the
no,
guy
yeah.
that's out here.
Yeah.
But the Freddie Freeman.
Freddie Freeman.
Yeah.
Just because he was a brave.
Oh, it's
Braves.
a thing now. Check it out on TikTok.
I know.
You know.
But again, what I'm saying is just because he was a Brave first, and I'm a Brave fan, not because he's that one fouled off.
Oh, that hurt. That hurt something.
We're in the bottom half of the third, still 0-0. Aranda, 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. I was gonna check something, and I forgot what I was gonna check. You see what happens? No, I wasn't gonna check the. No, okay. So as we look at the standings, Alexander's at 9-1. Their lone loss was to Medina Valley. 6-2, Eagle Pass, which they're 2 games ahead in the losing column and in the win column, of course. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And the United South is at 4-4, and then United at 4-4. Medina Valley is only 2 games back at 4-6. A lot can happen in this next 2 weeks.
You cannot afford to lose.
No.
A split, yes, and you're going to be playing with fire.
Yeah.
But if you lose both games, oh man, you just opened up a can of worms.
So we're looking at the scores around the today. Of course, the United South Panthers are here against Eagle Pass. United LBJ is hosting United, and Del Rio is hosting Medina Valley. That one.
Yeah.
2 balls, 2 strikes. So that's where we're at. And then of course on Thursday, we're gonna have Eagle Pass travel to United, and then of course LBJ will be at Kruger. That one to the shortstop, making a play over to first. Safe at first as he beat it out. A bang play.
Wow, and I know.
And Madrigal will come out. Yes,
you
Madrigal.
know that. He doesn't have his hands up because it's not a stick up. He doesn't have his hands up for a stick up. He came out of that dugout with his hands up. Like, what's going on? You feeling fresh or what's going on?
You feeling froggy?
Yeah, what is that? But no, he had a question about that because I'm sure I saw his face as soon as they called the out on the other one.
Yeah.
They called it out on the other one. And what is it? And he was looking at the umpire like, yo, what's going on?
Yeah.
Right? But this one he's gonna.
Yeah. So he's
like, man, you called that safe and then you called us out. That's exactly what he's saying. Well, maybe a couple other words, right? But I don't know.
Yeah, there's probably some other choice words. Hey, these are nice unis for United South. The baby blue and black. I hadn't seen, that kind of.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, this game is going to be fought out like that to the end. Any little advantage. Now, remember, the thing is, you got 2 outs. You got 2 outs. If that runner's expected, I'm expecting him to at least third. On a hit, he's going at least third.
Yeah, so an infield hit.
Yeah.
And Aranda is over at first as Briseño. So Luis Gonzalez for United South is batting .429. Strike one on the leadoff hitter Hernandez, who flew out to left field his first time up. So he's 1-1, 0 for 1, and 1 ball, 1 strike on the hitter.
Yeah, the only thing it's unfortunate to get that hit with 2 outs. I mean, anything can happen. We've seen the Eagles rally with 2 outs. We've seen that happen, but it's not likely, but it can happen.
Yeah. So Briseño comes set from the stretch.
Oh,
and
you gotta be careful.
Nice Galvan there. Staving that ball from getting to the backstop.
Yep.
Ball 2. So runner at first. Not very many runners this game. We had for United South, we did have them in that first inning at 1 runner on. Actually 2 runners on. So 2 balls, 1 strike. That one almost thrown away. Nice catch there by Garza.
So now you got 21 count for the batter. I mean, it's important for him to work this pitcher. I mean, they have to.
Yeah.
I mean, you cannot have these 2 guys both pitch on Thursday. If whatever happens today, you cannot have both guys.
Yeah, that one. As Sainz makes a diving catch over to first. Out at first, a bang play.
Yeah.
He's like, well, you know what? I'm gonna give you that one back.
Yeah.
And Coach Mendoza over here at third is kind of looking over. Coach Luis over at first base is just like.
I mean, yeah. One says yes, the other one says no. I mean, it's tough. It's tough to be an umpire.
Yeah.
Right.
6-3 put out for out number 3, and that retires the Eagles here in the bottom half of the third. No runs, 1 hit.
Yeah.
No errors, and 1 left on base.
Yeah. And this is the end of.
Yeah, the end of 3. We're in the 4th already. Quickly.
The end of 3,
Yeah.
I don't know.
The end of 3.
Your music bed.
And we're back live. We want to thank Nevada's Law Group, 780 East Rio Grande Street, 776-7003. Visit them at nevadaslawgroup.com. If you are injured in a car accident or been hit by an 18-wheeler, guess what? You can call them up. Also, Eagle Pass Dental Clinic, Dr. Hector Alvarez, 757-1500, a proud supporter of Eagle Pass Athletics, always supporting the athletes and the students at EPISD. As we want to congratulate Alex Alvarez on a tremendous cross-country season, the freshman who made it all the way to state, and then, of course, had a great track season as he came to an end in the area. So,
yeah, great.
I know we got regionals right now, right? We got some runners at regionals. So, Midas Backhoe Services and Septic Solutions.
There we go. Now you got the hitter, Roman Martinez.
Yeah, Martinez, who is 1 for 1.
Yeah.
Strike one.
So there's some power behind this guy's bat, and I'm not going to say too much power, but there is some hitting going on. He's got a 597.
So basically, 60% of the time, this young man gets on base.
Yep.
And he's 1-for-1 today with a stolen base. So 1 ball, 1 strike.
Actually, yeah, he's like maybe half. So he's at 542.
542. Okay.
Yeah, the average. Which is, I mean, not bad.
54%.
Yeah.
Half of the time he's on base. That one powered. That one going back, making a play, not trying to get there. Excuse me. Is Hernandez as he has a stand-up double for Martinez as he put one in the power gap in left center field.
The crystal ball is working today. I'm
As
telling you.
he gets a stand-up double to start the inning.
And guess what? Now you got the 1-2 punch.
Yeah, you got Briseño who flew out to first base his first time up.
Yep. And Briseño's the second hitter there. Now, funny that both pitchers are the ones that lead the team in home runs. They got 2 and 1. You saw some of the power there. Thank you to that little breeze.
Yeah.
That ball didn't go. Right.
Hit the warning track, one bounce to the wall.
But the pressure's on now. Runner on second, no outs.
Now you got runners in scoring position, so that one missing low and away.
Yeah. And now you hear some chatter from the United South dugout. I mean, I'm telling you, things go right, and that confidence, that momentum starts shifting. And there is such a thing as momentum.
Oh, yeah.
People don't sometimes say, no, that doesn't work. Oh, it does.
Squares up to bunt. Misses high.
Yeah, so the key is here. If they are going to bunt and try to send that runner to third, it's that out on first at first base has got to be. I mean, that's fine. You can live with a runner on third, but you got to make sure you get that out on first. You cannot have both. Have an advance and no out.
Hey, since you're a basketball coach, and a quick tip because I was reading it, UAL is proposing to, they're gonna send out, of course, surveys for implementing the shot clock in high school. What do you think? What's your thought on that one?
Okay, so yeah, yes and no. I think it's a great thing because it's gonna make the game faster. It's gonna make the game people move the ball, more.
Instead of waiting for that 5-second thing, that 5-second rule is when Jaques gives up a walk.
Okay,
so a double and a walk to start off the fourth inning.
Yeah. I mean, it's not the worst case scenario because, again, what did I say? You turn 2 here, right? It's easy to turn 2 because now, the ball's going to dictate where you go.
Yeah.
But you've got open third. It's important to either get the strikeout or get an out somewhere. An out or a strikeout, that's fine. I'm not mad that that runner gets a third. I'm really not mad, but we got to get that out.
Jarek Vasquez is the courtesy runner for the pitcher.
So going back to the question about the shot clock.
Yeah.
I think it's going to make things interesting. It's going to make you play faster. And it's going to have more strategy on the coaching part. It's great for the players because the players going into college and high and pros, they're going to have a shot clock anyway. So it's getting you prepared for that.
Yeah.
Now, how much would the shot clock be? Is it going to be 30 seconds, 35, 40 seconds? What is it? The shot clock?
I have no idea. I mean, what's the shot clock right now?
You got the NBA is 25.
Well, yeah, but what is it in collegiate?
I want to say it's 35.
College, 35?
Yeah. So I mean, it's
so the medium.
time.
So the medium again would probably be if they're gonna kind of implement it. It would be
40.
at 35.
Yeah, I can go. I guess you can go 40 if you wanted to.
Galvan with a bunt attempt. He missed that bunt attempt. This batter is brought to you by Choche's Barbecue and Bar, 1995 North Veterans Boulevard. As Jaques steps off the mound.
Yeah,
It's Coach Mendoza.
We've seen him in tough situations before,
Yeah.
and he's come through. It's not been a problem, right? So it's just maybe just a little chatter, just to talk, the little chat to talk about where the out's going to be or what we're doing, where we're going with this. Okay, so now we see that the women's shot clock is 30 seconds.
Okay.
I want to say it was at 40 seconds before. Yeah, so there. So now, yeah, it'd be 30 seconds. So I don't know. Do you want to go
30, 35?
Yeah, 30 seconds, or make it just 30. That way it's just like the college.
Yeah.
Right, getting these kids ready for transition.
Yeah. There's a meeting at the mound. Coach Mendoza.
Yeah, it's probably just going over scenarios, talking about, hey, what we're gonna do here.
Yeah, well, if the bunt's the first, obviously, they're gonna try and bunt towards first base side to make Jaques make the play in order to turn to Alex over at third to get the lead runner. But again, it just depends on Jaques. That one up the middle.
Oh my God,
a nice piece of hitting, and again, waving him home. Quipuros, another one down, and he is out at home. What a play again.
Yeah.
Quipuros, the second put out tonight as he's gunned down two guys at home. First, Martinez, now Martinez again.
Yeah. So we'll say, da-da-da, da-da-da. Nice throw from center field. That reminds me a lot of one of the former Aguila boys, who's now the head coach for the Win Mavericks football. Rene Ramirez, the same type of arm. He would bobble it on purpose and gun you out at home. So you can think, oh, you're bobbling it. Oh, I'm going. Okay, I get you. See you at home, right? But nice work by the catcher too, having that presence to turn, setting your body up.
Yeah,
right?
Of course.
The throw is the first thing, but having your body set up where you're going to make that tag, that's a great.
That one lifted foul, and that's the Nevares Law Group.
Foul ball. Now,
Garza.
Okay. So the out came there because that was a run scored. I was like, man, when I saw them shift and that ball hit, I was like, oh my God, it's at least one scored.
Yeah.
Right. But things worked out for the Eagles. They saved themselves, but you still got a threat
twice.
Now. Yep.
Twice already with Galvan putting the ball in play. Both times Galvan has put the ball in play up the middle, and both times Quipuros from center field has made a play to get the runner at home. And again, a speedy runner in Martinez, who was going on the ball.
That shows you the mindset of a player.
That one lifted foul. And that's the Mares Backhoe Services.
Foul ball. I'm telling you that shows you the mindset of the player. Are they in the game? Are they locked in? Do they know what's happening? Scenarios, situations. I have the ball. Where's the runner going? Right? Listening. Are you aware? Because there's a lot of times, I mean, even on the job, when you're out working, sometimes you're not 100% there. You might be physically there, but not mentally there. But today, Quipuros is doing his job out in center field.
Yeah, he is. That one up the middle. Aranda.
Oh,
by himself.
Oh, my God.
The defense behind Jaques.
Wow.
A 6 unassisted double play.
Oh, my God.
As Garza hits into a 6 unassisted 6-3 double play to end the threat here in the fourth. And that retires the United South Panthers. So no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base.
Yep.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
That's all I gotta say. That was DJ Aranda.
Yeah.
Right? Man, you, sir, get the da-na-na play of the inning.
Hey, I've been wondering if our listeners can actually hear the applause or anything that we have on this.
They can.
They can
because I've heard some people say, "Hey, where were those sound effects?" I was like, "That's Freddie has a
playing
little
around.
soundboard,
Yeah,
something
playing around with this stuff."
Yeah. It was
Well,
good stuff.
You know what? And
You got more.
yeah, but we haven't gotten one of those right today. No, we haven't.
No,
We have not gotten. There, that's what you're gonna get when you make a great play right there.
Yes, the play
Of
play
the, of the inning right there.
I mean, that could have also been play of the game. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because that cost him. I mean, you have 3. You could have had bases loaded.
Yeah.
You could have had bases loaded with 2 outs. And
Mhm.
you still could have had that runner come from third. Now, I appreciate. Oh my God, I appreciate the aggressiveness by the coach. You have to be. You got to try to win at all costs.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I'm sure Mr. Bibb over there.
Yeah, we got
can appreciate
our Hyundai of Del Rio phone line.
It's Mr. Bibb.
I'm at dinner at Morton Steakhouse. I got a meeting in San Antonio. How's the game going? How the Eagles are? What's the score?
Exactly 0-0. We're in the bottom half of the fourth. I thought you were watching it on your phone.
You're missing.
You're
You are
missing another great
it.
game, man.
I am. I just tuned it out, but I can't see it like at the beginning of the game. I guess I got to get out and get back in because it's like the beginning of the game. So I'm going to get out and get back in. I just want to see what the score was. How many hits on each side?
There's 1 hit for the Eagles and 4 hits for the United South Panthers. So both pitchers, it's a pitching duel tonight, man.
This is a typical Pang kind of game. It's anyone's game, and whoever steps up is going to win the game, according to your color commentator, Mr. Pang.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So again, we'll probably be talking to you tomorrow because we got to go to Hyundai to go get some service work. So we might get a rental to get out there to our game.
We got to get the Honda of the Rio. We have the Lady Eagles, and I got a call from Gilbert Ramos. He was going to go watch the Eagles. I said, "You're wasting your time. We're going to kill Del Rio, the Queens." What's the score? Like 14-6? What's the score?
I don't know. I have not. I've not gotten an update, but I'll get an update here in a second.
Okay, man. Well, go Eagles, and I'm going to watch the broadcast when I have a steak and a beer.
There you go. 2 balls, 1 strike. Thank you, Brent. And that one right back at us. Foul ball. And that's the Hyundai of Del Rio.
Foul ball.
Yeah, he's gone for the day already.
Yeah, that ball, I'm telling you, man. I know we got the net and the fencing. That ball still hits the little enclosure here. Wow, how?
Yeah, it does.
Kind of scary. Got windows here. See, so now you got a full count for Rodriguez. Now, I don't know if you've noticed this, but Briseño in his pitching, he's trying to hit the outside.
Yeah, he's been working that outside corner all night long, and he's trying to see how much more they're gonna give him. They're gonna give him the river or not. That one up the middle, that's gonna fall for a hit. As the center fielder misplayed that ball, and Martinez.
Okay, so that you got to give an error to because that was right there in his glove. I don't know what he did. He wanted to go fancy and like snap his wrist.
Yeah,
and that was costly. Now, again. This is one thing I would address to my players if this was my team. I'd be like, guys, I'm not mad at you because we can still make the out. But be mindful that these little errors are going to cost us, and you're going to see. You don't see it now, but you'll see it later. Well, it's a 0-0 game. We're not in the lead.
Yeah, right? Exactly.
And even if you were in the lead, you're just up by 1 or 2. Now, mind you, I'm going to say South should have already been up by 3.
Yeah.
Three. Those 2 tags at the plate.
Mm-hmm.
And that other runner that they sent and got the out, but they should have been up 3-0 right now.
Yeah,
and we'll see. That's costly.
So Rodriguez at second, and up to bat is Alex Mann, who's 0 for 1, strike 1 on the outside corner.
Yep, he got called strike 1. Now again, you got a runner now in second. Perfect scenario, no outs. Still no need to be chopping that wood here. Just wait for your pitch, right? And if it's possible to put it in play, let's put it in play.
Yeah, Vicente checks the runner over second. That one misses. Ball 1. So 1-1 count.
Yeah.
On the hitter.
Okay.
That one towards third.
Yes.
Nobody at.
Oh,
and away the ball goes.
Oh,
and a run comes in as the ball was thrown to first base, and the first baseman Garza could not get that ball, stop it from going, and it got into right field.
Yeah.
And the Eagles put 1 on the board.
They break it open, right? Break the
as
score
Mayen gets on an infield hit, goes to second on the error from the first baseman.
So a couple of costly errors there, and nobody covering behind the first baseman.
Yeah, behind the shortstop didn't move over.
Yep.
So
it was a little miscommunication there.
Now 1-0.
Right, we get to see how much it costs you. It costs you a run. And the thing is, still no outs.
Yeah.
Runner on second. The scenario's all over again. It repeats. Now, when I saw that hit to third, I was like, oh my God. The one place you didn't want to hit to,
Yeah.
you hit to. But because of the mishap at first, the runner could go. There was nobody covering third.
Yeah. He was running on contact. 1 ball, no strikes. That one misses outside.
Yeah.
Ball 1.
I'm not too worried
Excuse
about
me, ball
them
2.
throwing back to the runner, but I am worried about stealing because he has direct access to him because of the lefty.
Yeah.
So not necessarily a steal right now, but I'm not necessarily worried about them picking him off.
That one lifted foul. 2 balls, 1 strike on the hitter, Alex Reese.
Otherwise known as a
Valdez Tire Record Service.
blackjack.
Oh, foul ball.
Foul ball. Oh yeah, that was a foul ball.
Yes. That
Oh,
one
well played.
into the gap in right center field. Another
See
run
you
will
later.
score. Reese will get into second, looking
He's
for
going
3.
He is because we're
A
gambling.
relay
Down,
in
down,
for
down.
third.
Oh,
That
my
one gets
God.
away and
My
into no man's
God.
land.
Will it
And
be
there
an
is
infield?
yes, there is
Inside
a ball.
the park.
No, it's not an inside the park. It's a triple with a 1 base error.
Oh my God. This is so man.
So a triple.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's what the crowd's got to say. That's all the crowd is saying right now.
Yeah, a triple with a 1 base error as the ball skips away. Coach had to jump off,
Yeah.
not getting hit there
Man.
as the ball came in from the center fielder to the cutoff, and they were trying to get the runner at third. Reese could not get him, and he came in on that throwing error. So we'll give him credit for a triple with a 1 base error,
Yep.
and that makes it 3-0 Eagle Pass here in the 4th. Bottom of the 4th, they plate 3 already.
And this is when we can say, you, Mr. Ruiz,
Did your job.
Yep, because he had a well-placed hit in the gap, right? It rolled all the way back to the
fence.
to the fence, and it's a meltdown for South. What's going on?
1 ball, 1 strike.
So you had a couple of mistakes, right? Three costly mistakes there. How much did it cost you? 3 runs, but mind you, 3-0 is still not bad.
Yeah, and it's funny. It's funny enough that we that one to the shortstop. I'm sorry, as that one is out at first as he jumped up Garza on a throw from Signs and almost went into the dugout for the United South Panthers, but Caleb Salinas is retired 6-3 for out number 1.
Yeah.
It's funny because Jay Jaquez, of course, has his sister Larissa Jaquez, who is in the top 10 nationally ranked in ERA.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
So you got a brother sister that both pitch, both one in the circle, one on the mound. So I know I posted something on my Facebook about her making it happen in the circle for the Cards.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
I got a lot of people, not commenting on them, but
taking a look.
Taking a look.
For sure.
Don't forget Choch's Barbecue live music on Thursday night, 9:00. It's Hopedale Boys. No cover. That one to third base. Martinez makes the play over to first. As Kiporos is retired. They have Easter Saturday egg hunt happy hour. 5-3 put out for out number 2. Sorry.
Yeah. So the thing, when they made that first out, I was like, well, that's still out number 1. So now you got two outs on the board. Still, things can happen. The bases were cleared, which is good. That's what you needed. You needed to put those runs on the board and let them come home. Now, I mean, anything else that you get here, that nice pitch. It's just icing on the cake, right? You wanted to bring those runners home. You got them. That's a nice pitch, but it was no take for or was it Demasi?
Yeah, Demasi.
He saw it again. Now he did take it.
Yeah, 1 ball, 1 strike on Demasi. He's 0 for 1. with so I was as I was coming up after talking to coach and I was coming up, a parent was I guess they were letting me know about a certain player and the pronunciation of the name of the player.
Mhm.
And I guess it's I'm pronouncing it wrong, I guess.
Yep. So who's that? Now you have Deuces Wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Garcia.
Oh,
That one hit the he was trying to get out of the way
Yeah.
and he hit the knob of the bat.
Yeah,
Demasi right back to the pitcher. 1-3 put out for out number 3, and that retires the Eagles. But not before they plate 3 in the inning as they take a 3-0 lead as we go into the 5th. Your Eagle Pass Eagles 3, your 97 Panthers 0. We'll be back with more after this. And we're back live. Top of the 5th. 3-0 the score as we get the Sainz, Martinez, and Gonzalez due up. So it was 3 runs for the Eagles in that inning.
Yeah. But I'll tell you what, I mean, it's not panic mode for South. It's really not panic time because, okay, 2 things. Number one, you're down 3-0. You got players that can hit. We've seen those games. They've gone to against good teams and lost 3-2. So they can hit and they can put it in play. Now, remember, the score should have now been 3-3 minus those errors, right? So we know who has been the aggressor first, who has gotten on base first? The Panthers.
The Panthers.
Right?
Yeah.
They've probably been too overly aggressive, but if they would have worked, they would have been like praising the coach and saying, wow, great job, coach. It didn't work, but that's okay. They put the pressure on there. So now we know they can hit. I mean, for all you know, we could see a 3-3 right now. I mean, you never know. So I'm not too worried. The second thing is you're going to face these guys on Thursday. So you said you got to split one. And that one towered a mile high.
Yeah, and under it is Rodriguez for out number 1.
Yeah.
So Sainz flies out to the second baseman for the first out of the inning.
Yeah. That puts one out on the board. That doesn't help. But, I mean, hey, that they're capable of doing, they will. 27. Samuel Martinez, third baseman. And I'm sure coach is talking to him. Coach Madrigal is talking to them and telling them, hey, let's go. We got to get that fire. Keep that fire going. Whoa. Player got hit. He should be all right, but he's going to feel that.
What happened?
Got hit on the side with the ball. The
umpire?
No. The catcher, Demasi.
Oh.
Yeah, but that's part of the duties. I'm not saying that's the way it should be, but it's part of the duties, right?
Yeah. So 1 ball, well, actually 2 balls on Martinez, the third baseman. Trying to see if we get an update from the Eagle Pass. It's still 0-0.
In Del Rio?
Yeah, in Del Rio. So 3 balls, no strikes. And walks. That's his second issued walk tonight.
Yeah. Now, Hawkins and the rest of the Eagles cannot forget what happened last inning, right? That was too close for comfort. I mean, there was some great defensive action going on there and some great plays, but still, you cannot have that. Not against this team. This team is, I mean, they can hit.
Yeah. So we're in the top of the half of the fifth. 3-0 the score for the hitter Luis Gonzalez, who struck out swinging his first time up. Back in the third, he's 0 for 1 tonight.
And the count is 0-1.
Yeah, no balls, 1 strike. Excuse me. As Martinez takes his lead over at first, catches the inside corner, strike 2.
Called strike 2.
It's a little nipply in here, ain't it?
It's probably like 60 degrees in there. I don't believe when
Swinging
you
him
say
in.
93 outside,
Right.
it's like 60. It's like snow falling.
And Gonzalez goes down swinging for out number 2. That's his second strikeout. That's the 4th strikeout for the young pitcher. What happened?
Oh, you get tangled up.
Yeah, dude, it is. It says it's 65 degrees in here.
Wow. I mean, we're lucky to have it, but yeah, you can practically I'm gonna make a snow cone there.
Yeah, right there. It should be all right there.
Well, the evening breeze. I don't know if you noticed the last couple of days. It's been nice in the evening. It's like
Yeah.
50, 60 degrees. Kind of like what it is inside here, but out there.
Swing, strike 1 or strike 2.
Strike 2.
Sorry, strike 2. I was too busy. Jerry Alvarez has he's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. So no balls, 2 strikes. Misses the outside corner. And Coach Mendoza has had 1-2 punches in the past. And of course, he had Edward Mendoza. He's got Ray. He had Eric Heredia. He had some other guys. Donovan Becerra, of course, and then De La Garza at one point. That one gets away from Demasi. Runner moves to second. So as right now, they're 0 for 2 with runners in scoring position for the day. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner at second. The 2-2 pitch on its way. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And Alvarez goes down swinging for out number 3, and that retires the Panthers as Jaquez records his 5th strikeout. Here in the 5th, no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base.
Yep.
As we play 4.5.
Yeah, but that was great pitching there.
Jose Garcia, los cheesecakes. It's funny. Saludos driving to Arkansas to Laredo, from Arkansas to Laredo. Yeah, Mr. Garcia, good friend of ours, of course. Man, if you are you a big cheesecake fan?
Well, I mean, I like cheesecake. I don't know if I'm big.
No. Yeah, well, I mean, you have to like.
Well, no, cheesecake is good. Yeah, I mean, well, I don't know. I don't know if I prefer a cheesecake or a regular cake, but because it's not really a cake, right? It's a pie kind of deal.
No,
but still,
dude.
I don't know. I mean, I like them. I don't know if I'm like go crazy for them.
Little Slice of Heaven cheesecakes. You gotta go on Facebook. You got to take you gotta taste this. This is an award-winning. It won a blue ribbon at the San Antonio Stock Show and Rodeo, bro.
Hey, the only award it needs to win is my heart. And my heart is on there. I'm eating that. I don't care if it wins an award or not.
Little Slice of Heaven cheesecakes, man. You got to go on their Facebook page.
Yeah.
They have a banana pudding cheesecake. Oh my God, bro. Yeah. It is to.
Now, the question is, are they open for this Easter? Are they going to have some orders for this?
Yeah, they have. Easter? So make sure you guys go and tell them that you heard it here on Now You Know Sports.
Yeah.
And
gotta check them out.
You got to check them out.
Definitely.
Go order your cheesecake for this.
For any time.
Yeah, Sonia Munt.
That's what he's saying, Los Cheesecake. I was like,
yeah.
I thought it was an inside joke.
No. So,
So yeah, Ethan Rodriguez
you
coming up the
know,
bat.
kind of one of those plugs. You know what I mean? When you plug it in, Ethan Rodriguez, DJ Aranda. We're in the bottom of the fifth.
Wow, that was a quick at bat. I mean, he flew out in foul territory, but the first baseman was there to snag it out of the air, right?
So
But he went out on the board.
lined out to first base for out number one.
Yeah, we can't have that. I mean, yeah, 3-0 is comfortable, I guess. You have a little bit of room for error.
A little bit of room for
A
error.
little bit of room for error.
I don't think you have any room for error, man. There's no room for error when you have this close of a race, and you got your. You gotta understanding the place that you're in right now at second place with 6-2.
Yeah, one wrong move, and man, you can drop all the way down to fourth or fifth.
Yeah.
I mean,
So one ball, actually 2 balls, no strikes on Aranda.
a 20 count.
So that's why he said those cheesecakes. That one catching the outside corner, strike one. So 2 balls, 1 strike.
Or you knew that.
I know.
Blackjack.
Nice curveball there by
He's been working that.
Briseño.
It hadn't been hitting.
2
but he's been
balls.
working that.
Yeah, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
There was a curveball out to the outside that was not in any way a strike. No, they didn't take it. The second one he threw,
Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Aranda goes down swinging for out number 2.
Wait, is that a repetition? Is that an echo?
That's that an echo. Pepe Hernandez, who's 0 for 2, flew out to left field, grounded out to shortstop. As he comes up to bat with 2 outs. Ball 1. Man, I'm trying to see if I can get an update for that game up in Del Rio.
Yeah, I mean, might be over already. You never know.
Well, it started at 7. That one misses inside. That one lifted right side. And the right fielder in foul territory, foul. We will check it out, see what's. I know I can make it like not a phone call, but.
Swing and a miss.
Swing and miss, strike 2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes on Hernandez.
With 2 outs. AKA Deuces Wild. 2-2-2.
And strike 3 called on the outside corner. And Hernandez goes down looking for out number 3. And that retires the Eagles here in the 5th. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. We go to the 6th. Eagle Pass Eagles still 3. United South Panthers 0. We're back with more after this. And we're back live. And this pitcher on the mound as we got a pitching change. So he goes 5 innings, and we go into the 6th.
Yeah, I believe it was 38 pitches. No, not 38. Yeah.
Achilles Garcia
Yep.
is the pitcher now.
So you got 2 innings to work, right? You got this one and the next one. Good experience. That throws a monkey wrench into these guys and see what, giving them something else to face.
Yeah.
And then also maybe saving Hawkins for Thursday if you need him, right?
So how many pitches did he pitch?
Oh, that's what we're still trying to find.
All the way to the pitcher.
But I do have, okay. So he's got a, so you got 63 pitches for Hawkins. So he's on a 2 days rest.
63 pitches?
Yep. And we got a score update from the Eagles.
Uh-huh.
Told you
From the Lady Eagles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
9-0.
9-0? They're winning? So there's your update, guys. 9-0. Gotta do something about that.
Yeah.
Achilles Garcia. So,
as you got Oscar Rodriguez, the leadoff batter, coming up to bat. So the best case scenario, 3 up, 3 down. Put the ball in play to get the out at first, right?
yeah.
It
So
don't matter the hit, just got to get.
lefty matchup.
Yeah. So that's 9-0 in the 4th inning.
Man, first pitch throws a changeup. So this pitcher is brought to you by a little slice of heaven cheesecakes.
Yeah, people are asking for the score.
For what? For which one?
This score.
This one?
Yeah.
When? I thought we gave it to him.
Oh, I'm saying like on the little. Like
Yeah, but I thought we did
Was
put
it
it.
in there?
Yeah. We're in the top half of the 6. 1-1 count. And that one missed. So 2 balls, 1 strike on the hitter, Oscar Rodriguez, who's 0 for 2, grounded out to second base and grounded out to the pitcher back in the 3rd. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Misses the outside corner.
Yeah. And he's got to be careful. He's throwing that pitch that's sliding across the plate. If he puts it 2 down the middle, I mean, it's gonna be a well placed hit somewhere. So he's got to be careful with that. And this hitter's count's brought to you by
Lima Charlie Car Wash. That one misses low. Ball 4, excuse me. And Rodriguez draws a walk for Roman Martinez.
Yep.
Who is 2 for 2 with a single and a double and a stolen base, and both times he has gotten down at home.
Yep, he's been effective today. So we'll see how it works here today. The out.
So Rodriguez takes his lead over at first, and strike 1.
Yeah, I think he's doing better against a righty because he got that little sliding throw.
Over to first, and all the way out.
Yeah, so now you hear the fans and the United South fans and the dugout engaged in the game. I mean, it's an important game for both teams. They both understand what's at stake. You got the top of the 6th, 2 more innings for the South Panthers to come up with something, right? Some type of response, which they had early. That pitcher be making the count 1 ball, 1 strike.
Oops, 1-1 in the count. I muted myself. It's okay. That one to third. Ruiz to second, over to first, not in time. So they get the force out at second, 5-4. And Rodriguez is retired over at second with one out. And Martinez reaches on a fielder's choice. See, I told you. I even said it. Fielder's choice.
Yeah, those are
Oh,
that's just the echo that's coming. The reverb.
okay,
coming
okay,
in.
okay. The reverb. All right, the reverb. Strike one on the outside corner as Briseño takes strike one. He flied out to first. He drew a walk back into fourth. And here in the sixth, with the runner at first, is Martinez. That one lifted. And Briseño is kind of throwing the bat down.
Yeah. I mean, there you
And
go.
he flies out to the second baseman for out number 2.
Perfect scenario, man. Perfect played out. It played out perfectly because you got 2 outs. Now you don't worry about that runner.
Well, Galvan is 2 for 2, and he's done his job. Put the ball in play. He's got 2 singles. So again, now we see him with the runner at first is Martinez, and now he sees a lefty instead of a righty because he's a right-handed batter. So now he sees the lefty and Garcia. Garcia on the mound as he comes in the 6th. So 5 good innings for Jaques through 5 innings against United. 5 innings, giving up.
Nice pitch. Nice pitch. That was perfectly placed. It started out in the outside, came back inside, and right in the strike zone.
So Jaques giving up 0 runs, striking out 5, giving up 4 hits, 2 walks. Nice little stat line for him.
For sure. For sure.
That one to third. Ruiz over to first. And safe at first.
Yeah, I was
Salinas was not able to pick that one at first base.
Yeah, well
So runner at second now. And we're gonna give an error to the first baseman.
Now I'm not gonna say it was all first base, but that throw like hit the turf, not the ground, right?
Yeah,
But it hit
the turf. Yeah.
at an awkward spot. It was right close to the glove. If it would have taken one bounce a little bit
Well,
before
I mean,
that,
do you think he had a play there if he charged it to go to second to get the force out at second? I mean, again,
yeah,
you have to have
possibly.
those scenarios in your head already. So 2 outs, runners at first and second, and strike one on Andrew Garza, who grounded out to a double play in the 4th and ended the threat for United South over, and then struck out looking in the 2nd. So he's 0 for 2. He's got one strike, no balls. Runners will take their lead. That one fouled off. And that's the Valdez Tire Record Service.
Foul ball. So now you got him down in the count 0-2 with 2 outs. I mean, runners on first and second, but if you can get him here, he gets out of a
Just got an update from Del Rio. 9-0, top of the 5th. So we're definitely going to be broadcasting on Thursday night from Medina Valley, Castroville, as we'll have the Lady Eagles travel to Castroville to take on the Lady Panthers for the number 1 and number 2 seed in the playoffs. As today is the season finale for the Lady Eagles as they travel to Del Rio. Runner goes, pop up towards the first base side. Coming in is Salinas.
There you go.
And a nice play by Salinas, sliding there.
Yep. And he shakes the pitcher's hand as he goes over, into the dugout. Man, I got you, man. I got you. For sure. You need to have the pitchers back, right?
Yeah.
So that gets the Eagles out of a bind there. But well played.
Yeah, no runs, no hits.
1 error.
1 error. And 2 left on base.
followed by Alex Mayen and Alex Reese.
She got the top of the order.
Yeah.
Is he using my playlist?
Are they using your playlist? So they got the Rodriguez, Mayen, the 2, 3, and 4 hitters, Mayen and Ruiz. Here in the top or in the bottom half of the 6.
Yeah.
Still 3-0 the score.
Yeah, so those mistakes by Sal proven costly. And then the thing is, they were 3 back-to-back, all in one error. The only good thing that I'm going to say is, okay, you had them all in one half inning. That's it. That could be the only errors. I mean, it could be fine. You could be fine the next one. But the thing is, okay, you had fielding errors, but then you had offensive errors too, right?
Well, you have not base. You can't say it's a base running error because again,
Gambles.
the coach. Yeah, you gambled on that on those, and the gamble did
Didn't
not
pay
pay off.
Kind of like your blackjack and your deuces wild and your full house, full count.
Of course.
Snake eyes.
You got to understand, when you're a gambling man, when you gamble on situations, sometimes that happens to where it took a perfect throw twice from Quiroz in center field.
Yes.
To get Martinez at home plate.
Yeah, like they're gonna challenge you. They're not, and I mean, not in a bad way, but they're not respecting you. They're saying, "Hey, you want to get us? You got to make the play."
Yeah.
Now, you made the play. Good. You deserve that out. But if you would have missed, that would have been 3 outs. I mean, 3 runs on the board already. It would have been singing a different tune, right? It would have been 3-3.
Yeah.
But still, at 3-0, I mean, we'll see. This is the possibly the last chance at bat, right, for the Eagles, unless something happens for South, which very well can happen.
Yeah, so Rodriguez will lead off the inning. He reached on an error by the center fielder. He was the first run. So again, he came in on an error. So we don't give an RBI to somebody because he came in on an error. Am I right? Or no, he came in on the single RBI single from
You talking about Rodriguez?
No. Yeah, Rodriguez when he came in on that triple, right?
Yeah, it was off a hit. Yeah. It's just that error.
Yeah. So 1 ball, 1 strike on Rodriguez. Of course, his brother is playing over at TAMU. Got his first start. That one chopped up towards the second baseman. Over to first. Alvarez Tagarza for out number 1. 4-3 put out for out number 1. We got the Mr. Willie Reese saying good job announcing, guys. Thank you very much, Willie. Always catching up. I'm waiting for the ribeye and the shrimp plate.
Oh, that's
with mash and corn.
Some shrimp thing or fish thing is coming up this Thursday and Friday.
I know.
A fish
I'm just waiting, man. I'm waiting for something like that. He usually teases with food. I don't know why. So 10-0 in the top of the 5th. So I think they're going to end it early. That's going to be a great game on Thursday, man. I wish you can take the trip up there.
I don't know.
On Thursday.
Oh, but it is early dismissal Thursday.
Is it?
Yeah.
There you go.
Early dismissal Thursday.
That one missed inside.
Yeah, I'm not worried about where you got hit. I'm not worried about getting hit. It's where you got hit. That ball was going straight at the head.
Yeah. So, what is it? 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the hitter, Mayen.
Yep. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one lifted foul. That's the Mares backhoe services.
Foul ball.
Yeah, maybe we can take a trip up there, man. Early dismissal for you.
You got Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, possibly Tuesday.
No. I just no. Let's. We got the. I know we got Good
Oh,
Friday.
oh,
That one misses inside.
man.
Ball two balls, 2 strikes on the hitter. So shout out to Willie Reese, and I am waiting on that phone call.
Oh no.
Swing and a miss, strike 3, as he
Yeah.
goes fishing
Yeah.
for that third strike, and he goes down swinging for out number 2.
Yeah. Patience must be had. Patience must be had. That could have very well been a walk, right? Placing yourself on first with only one out.
Yeah,
That
Lima
was-
Charlie Car Wash located at 679 Medina Street. Wash your car quickly and fast with the best water pressure in town. That's Lima Charlie Car Wash. Don't forget Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Got the hottest foodie park in town, De Los Santos Foodie Park, 3055 Del Rio Boulevard.
First pitch taken for a ball. Want to know the count?
On Reese, who tripled and came in on that throwing error.
Yeah, well, that well placed hit, man. That was
He hit
nice.
into the gap in right center field. So 1 ball, 1 strike as he fouled that one off, and that's the Choches Barbecue.
foul ball.
We're in the bottom half of the 6th. Still, Eagle Pass 3, United South 0. That one fouled off. Mr. Lada is coaching softball, or is he coaching baseball?
Softball.
Softball.
Yeah.
So
He's out there doing the coaching thing today.
yeah, he kind of texted me. He said, "Man, I can't be there." Like, all right, cool. I understand.
Yeah.
It's understandable. So we got ourselves a student who is wanting to learn what it is to like be a broadcaster and stuff like that. So the 1-2 pitch on his way from Briseño. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and Reese goes down swinging for out number 3, and that retires the Eagles here in the 6th.
Yeah. So
No
now,
runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. So we go to the 7th.
and it's do or die for the Panthers.
Signs Martinez Gonzalez. You got the
Your hitters, right? Oh no,
6, 7. You got your 6, 7, and 8 hitters coming up
Mhm.
who are 0 for 5 tonight.
Okay. So possibly this could possibly be the end. Thanks. Yeah. So you had you got
Yeah.
people checking the pitch counts. I'm telling you, this is important because they might want to use him again, right? Come Friday, Thursday. But what is it?
Yeah, but he's late in the. I mean, it's already late in the game. You're in the 7th, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you already passed the whole 1 day, 2 day type of situation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
So it's gonna be all the bets gonna be on the ace,
yeah.
Yeah.
On Thursday.
and he could very well give you the 7 innings, right?
Yeah,
mean,
of
depending
course.
on what it is. Now, one of the things that they probably have advantage on is that the Eagles are not a high scoring team. You don't see the Eagles scoring 20, 15, 10, whatever.
Yeah.
They will eventually if you let them, but they're going to beat you. I mean, they can leave you at 0, they can leave you whatever, but I'm going to say within 10 runs, 10 or less.
And again, Coach Madrigal even talked about it when we had our interview with him. He did talk about that in the district, you got low scoring games. I mean, you have teams that have good pitching staffs and you have low scoring games. You just mentioned it also when they played Medina Valley. It was a low scoring game.
Yeah.
The Alexander and them 3-2. You know, those 1-run games. They're in those type of games, man.
Yeah. And I guess that's a testament to the pitching, the type of pitching that you have out here, and the defense too, right? On on all the teams, and it's a tight district. This district is good at baseball. I'm not going to say they're 100%, the best district out there, but they can play in this district, right? So
Yeah, they can play.
so it's now or never for the Panthers as we hit the top of the 7th with the first batter.
Strike one
Strike one. I was like,
on
man,
Thines.
is he going to get him or not with that pitch? Because that pitch starts out and it comes kind of close to you, and batters freeze. They say, well, am I going to get hit or am I going to get a ball for this?
That one towards third gets under the two gloves of the third base and the shortstop as Reese and Aranda both dove at the ball, and that one squeaked in through left field for a single for Signs. And as I mentioned, they were 0 for 5, and now they're 1 for 6.
Yes, they were 0 for 5. All they need is a chance. And
yeah,
sir, they just got the chance right now. So that's some light at the end of the tunnel for South there, and confidence building. You got a runner on first, no outs. Second batter coming up. That was a nice hit, a hard shot between second and third. Either could get there.
Shortstop and third.
Shortstop and third, yeah.
So Martinez, who drew a walk back in the fourth, flew out to center field his first time out back in the second. So he's 0 for 1 with a walk.
So now Eagles looking to turn 2, if possible, right? Or the out at first.
Yeah.
Sure, out at first.
That one in the turf. So 2 balls and no strikes. I know we put some videos up, and they did well as far as the we had the video with Sophie Torres, of course, her strike 2 or strike 1, excuse me. As far as reaching a milestone of 100, but we also got to give kudos to Maite Figueroa, who actually also reached another milestone, and she's only a sophomore, 300 strikeouts.
Wow. And it's only been a couple of games.
Well, no,
last time we said
that one lined out to third, over to first, double play. What a play there.
Wow.
Alex Reese over at third, gets the line drive, has the presence to throw to first for a double play.
Yes, sir.
And that, my friend, you're going to get.
Yeah, having the presence, right? Being in the game, you're there mentally, you're there physically, right? And you make your double play, making the day easier for everybody, right?
Luis Gonzalez, who struck out both times swinging, he's 0 for 2.
Nice play. You, sir, get the da-da-da, da-da-da play of the half inning or the inning, right?
So we got an interview with Coach Coca Ruiz, of course. We had an interview with Sophie. We had an interview with Coach Royce on Saturday that we put up talking about that big win against Southwest Legacy. And, of course, also Salcedo, who had a big game going 3 for 4 that game. That one lifted into left field, going back. That one into the night sky. Baited, say home run. Bang. Out of the park. For Luis Gonzalez, he powers one. Actually, that was Che Garcia. Che Garcia came in to pinch hit home run. As that one is hit into the night sky for a home run, a solo homer for Che Garcia. 3-1. That one, as soon as the ball was hit, he knew it.
Yeah, that crack sounded. I mean, that's an unmistakable sound when the bat is hit, right? Man, I mean that's a hard hit. And he played it correctly. That breeze is blowing that way, so I mean, yeah, good shot there. But that's okay. You get the score 3-1 now.
Still 2 outs. But again, that sweeping ball from the lefty and Garcia, I mean, hit the sweet spot.
Yep, he timed it perfectly.
Yeah, so now Alvarez, who's also over 2 with 2 strikeouts, swing and a miss. That's Alfonso Ramirez, another pinch hitter for Coach Madrigal. He goes to the bench, and tries to make something happen here. So he's 0 for 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3 as Garcia closes the door and gets that emphatic fist bump as he gets the strikeout for out number 3, and that retires 3-1 the score, the final. So 3-1 the score. What a game, man. As the United South Panthers able to score 1 run here in the top of the 7th, but was there's going to be senior night. So, 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left on base. So 3-1 the score. Your final thoughts, because I know we got some other stuff that we got to take care of tonight. So we want to thank all our great advertisers. And once again, we got great stream. Shout out to Pang.
Yeah, I was. He's always following the sports. I told him earlier that the game he was in for fireworks, but I mentioned it to everybody. Right, my research. Who says that the research doesn't pay off? Right, my research told me everything. That crystal ball was crystal clear. You saw it, 3-1. Great way to win, because again, runs are hard to come by. They're not that it's hard to hit, but you've got really good pitchers in this district, right? So that's going to make you better going into the playoffs for both teams, for all 4 teams that are in the running.
Yeah,
it's going to make you a better team because you're finding ways to win with less.
Yeah,
doing more with less, and so that's a big advantage there. Keep it going. I like what I'm seeing. I'm liking the discipline. I'm liking the composure from the team. Heading into Thursday's game, that would be a great game to watch too and catch.
I know,
Thursday.
right?
I mean, man,
it's going to be in Laredo.
I'm like, both games are good.
Yeah.
Now you saw it right now, 3-1. Great game. Great game for both teams. Both teams played well. South played well. Mistakes, costly mistakes. But hey, as a coach, you got to gamble. I've never met a coach that doesn't gamble. And if you got to be a gambler, you got to give your team that edge to win, and that just shows that you have confidence in your team and your speed and everything. That's what I would address to my team today. I'd be like, guys, this loss is on me. I know you can do it. I called it. We couldn't get it done for whatever reason, but we got Thursday, and we'll get it done at home. That's what I would say. Eagles, keep going, keep doing what you're doing. Be ready for another hard game Thursday. You're gonna see their ace, and again, I'm gonna address the hitting. You have to light the fire under that bat and that sense of urgency early. You cannot wait to the end. Not with Martinez pitching for you on Friday, right? And be mindful of the hitters.
Yeah.
On Thursday. And be mindful of the hitters. But great game. I liked what I saw. Great game for everybody. I'm excited to see what happens Thursday. But the Eagles get 1, and that was the second best scenario. You want to go 2-0, but if you split, you're good still.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, that's final thoughts from tonight. Great win, 3-0. We're going to be on the road to Medina Valley, Castroville on Thursday. You're going to catch me, Freddie Day, on the call as I don't know if Peng is going to softball. Huh?
The player of the game today.
Oh, yeah. Well, the player of the game, we got to give it up to these 2 pitchers, man. I'm going to give it up to both Jaques again. I'm going to give him the game ball, but I'm also going to give the game ball to Achilles. Oh, no, why? We can dude. He 5 innings of work, man. And again, you got a young guy that gives you 5 innings against a team like that, and you knew what was there. I got to give it to him, and of course, Achilles Garcia is he also came in and did his job. Yes, he gave up that home run, but nonetheless,
having that composure, man.
Yeah,
that composure. It's gonna tell.
Coming right after that, man, and then getting that strikeout.
That's all you needed.
Yeah. So again, thank you guys for another edition of Now You Know Sports. Freddie there, my camera operator, Mr. Daniel, and of course my color commentator and partner in crime, Mr. Enrique Pang. Thank you guys. Good night from all of us here at the Lynn Purcell Student Activity Center, Polo Mocada Baseball Stadium, as Eagle Pass Eagles take the win 3-1 and actually punched I think with this win, they punched their ticket into the playoffs.
So it's going to be the placing, though. They
Yeah,
punch their ticket to the
placing.
playoffs, but they stay ahead in the race for 2.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So we got one more comment here. Good night, guys. Yeah, good night. Till next time. Keep talking sports. Now you know sports.
Now you know.
Good night from all of us here. We'll see you next time.